There are clearly issues about noise, and we do have to take those very seriously. So I do recognise, and I think that is the starting point, that noise is something that we need to be concerned about. However, the question really, I think, must be whether this is a proportionate way of dealing with these issues. And I really cannot see that it is at all proportionate to have a system which involves licensing across the borough for nearly all sorts of use of different instruments, and this is really not something that we should be going ahead with today. I know I can see the Chair of Culture and Environment nodding his head and saying, oh, this wasn't raised in scrutiny. This isn't an issue about what one did or didn't raise at scrutiny, but I must say I did actually question it and raise a concern about the fee in particular, which struck me as an issue. But now we have had a chance to consider it properly and fully, and I think that's an important thing. Once you have actually seen all the deputations, heard people speak, read all the papers, the second time, it is a time when you can actually come to a conclusion. And I think my Labour colleagues over there, who also have had a chance to consider all this again, it's up to them also to take a different view. So my position is that this really is disproportionate. Busking is important for the sort of vibrant sort of street life that we do have and value, and a lot of people value who come to Camden. It's a question of how you may deal with the people who may go beyond what is acceptable, and there are other ways of dealing with it. We've heard how over the last few months, actually, things have improved with people dealing with it, so clearly it can be done. We can look at, bylaws, you can move people on, their breach of peace. There are provisions to bind people over the breach of peace, so there are other ways of dealing with it. None of this can I see in the report in any detail. There seems to be a view that musicians can all sort of fill in these forms, apply for licences, pay the money. They're making quite a lot of money. I don't think that reflects the truth at all. There may be some people who like that, but I don't think it's the truth. So this whole the proposal is disproportionate. It is going to risk affecting the spontaneity of musicians, as people have said. I noticed in the consultation responses a view about the London Underground and how licensing there had actually made it much more commercial rather than less. So we don't need this. We need to think again. We need to go back to the drawing table, talk to people, think of other solutions. This is not something we need. People should have a right to perform on the street where they're not causing trouble. Thank you.